Today's show is brought to you by Skillshare.com. At Skillshare.com, they have thousands of classes available, not just simply about business or job hunting, but lots of different classes on a host of different subjects. Almost anything you can think of, and they have one low price associated with your learning. They have classes about particular technologies you can learn, pottery, public speaking. I have a half dozen of my classes about job hunting there. Writing, photography, film, almost anything you can think of, they have Skillshare classes available. Now, if you use my link, thebiggamehunter.us/Skillshare, they'll offer a free trial and 30% off if you decide to join. There's a lot to learn, and Skillshare is a place where you can learn it. Now, let's get back to today's show. This is No BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 2097. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. You know, today's show is about networking. And if you're doing networking, there tends to be this one little detail that most people forget to do that frankly makes a huge difference because, well, you're making an assumption about what other people are willing to do for you. You're not going to ask them to do more than what you already asked them for, but just listen to the show, you'll understand what I mean. Hope you find this helpful. I hope you give it an honest review wherever you listen to it. And now we'll be back in just one moment. Support for today's show comes from CareerFitter. CareerFitter is a site where they give you a 60-question test. Takes about 10 minutes. And out of that, they're going to give you recommendations basically for your ideal business environment, a team building approach, career matches, work strengths, income potential based upon job matching, preferred communications methods, weaknesses that you may have, a whole host of things. They'll give you a free report. They have a premium report as well. Quality service recommended by Forbes, Psychology Today, and quite a few others. So use the link in the show notes. It will help you start to figure out some of the things you might consider with a new career. And if you hire me to coach you, I'll give you a little bit of a discount and reimburse you for some of the cost of the premium report, because it'll help us both with coaching. And now, let's get going. I want to talk with you about a technique in your search that is helpful for most people, and it comes right out of advertising. Have you noticed in advertising they run the same ads for a period of time? What they're trying to do is connect with the audience and drill home the theme that this is a product to buy. For you as a job hunter, you need to reconnect with people that you contacted at the beginning of your job search to make sure that you're in their consciousness and that you let them know that you're still open to something else. Too often, job hunters make the mistake of reaching out to someone once. So I'll give the example. You decide to look for a position. You got laid off from a job. You contact everyone you know right away. Help me, or words to that effect. Do you know anyone? Have you heard of anything? Remember, I'm looking for a job, yada, yada, yada. Well, I can assure you, after a couple of days, they've completely forgotten about you. And the result winds up being there are opportunities that are going by that they're not referring to you, even though you asked them to, because they forgot. Every couple of weeks, drop a note to your contacts, drop a note to your network, to the people that you know, to the people that you've met along the way. Just a quick email that says, "Hi, just want to let you know how my search is going. I've had a couple of interviews. I don't feel I'm close to anything. If you hear of something that makes sense, this is what I'm looking for. If you'd be kind enough to let me know about the opportunity, I'd really appreciate it." You sign it, you give them your phone number and email address. You get real appreciative. Now, what this does is obviously put you back into their mind again. Let them know that you're still looking.
If you do this 5 times in a short period of time, obviously they're going to get annoyed. But the fact is, most people want to help. Most people are just busy with their own lives. They're not thinking of you. And I can give you an example to prove it to you. How many times have you referred your doctor, lawyer, or accountant to someone? They're people that you see periodically. You have a relationship with them. It's not like you're going out of your way to say, I know this great doctor. You really got to talk to them. Or I've got this great accountant. You've really got to see him. No, you don't do that. Instead, every once in a while, maybe you point someone to them. Maybe. Most of the time, you forget all about them. No criticism of you. It's just my illustration that this is human nature. Reminding people that you're still available, what you're looking for, that you're open to hearing about other opportunities and would appreciate it if they could refer you, goes a long way toward helping most people network their way into their next organization.
So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, I've got a lot that's in the show notes that will help you. Go there, take a look at some of the things I highlight. I know it can help you with your search. But I want you to do one thing for me, and that is put in your phone thebiggamehunter.us, Jeff Altman, my name. And when you need help, when you need advice, when you have a question, come over to the website, go exploring in the blog, contact me for coaching or because you have a question. I'd love to help you. In the meantime, I hope you have a terrific day, and most importantly, be great! Support for today's show comes from Eureka. Now, if you're a technology professional wanting to get a certification, Eureka has a number of different certs that you can take that will cost you a lot less and still give you the kind of training that you really want. So use the link in the show notes to check out the site. I think you'll find it surprisingly inexpensive. And now, we'll be back in just one moment.